Well, everybody, it's been a minute, as the cool kids say, in terms of the podcast. Not sure exactly what to name this episode. I guess it's just an update on life, so we'll call it that. Wow. What would I say? I guess that the last 24 months have definitely been tough on my soul, and specifically in terms of being a achiever, doer, creative, a success-driven person who has had a hard time accomplishing or reaching success, having much success, and yet knowing that that's a part of the will of God, and that success is sometimes found in different places, such as serving other people, such as opening doors for others. As an Enneagram 3, that's a very tough thing to give into or to want to serve others. We threes, we like to serve ourselves. We like to bring people into our vision and dreams and goals. But to actually serve others for their dreams is not easy. And yet I have found comfort and joy even in that, playing music for other people, serving others in terms of their musical dreams, opening doors for others to do their ministry. And also I would say the second thing is accepting my weaknesses, my body that's not as fit or as beautiful as it used to be, my hair that's kind of a mess. What else? Just some of those even maybe superficial things in terms of just appearance and beauty, letting that go as far as accepting myself, not letting go as in not caring, but being okay with the imperfection of the day and being okay knowing that I'm not the most intelligent, the most able, the most beautiful, the most fit person in the room, the most successful again, and learning to be okay with that and be comfortable with that without any real promise. God isn't promising that if I do that, He will then give me great success. I just need to do that first because it's just what God is doing. And second, because there is a greater sense of joy for me. Maybe not greater, but a different sense of joy, perhaps even a deeper sense of joy in serving other people. And maybe not only serving them, but doing things for them. And so, and of course the pandemic and just all the stuff from the last 24 months with politics and Trump and the white evangelical church and all the trauma and the pain and the violence, hate that these last 2 years, has brought. It's been a lot. And then my beautiful wife also has been going through a work deal, a work thing, all those things, as well as her parents who have been going through some health concerns, health issues. We have 2 or 3 things all at once kind of piling on us. But we're praying, we're loving each other, we're taking time away to be one as a couple, going on dates as much as possible, spending time together with our 3 young adults, serving our church, and praying every day, every night, just asking God for joy, for perspective, and to serve, and serving other people. I'm doing a lot of music. That's been fun. Always, of course, serving my church. A lot of still questions that need to be answered in all areas of my life. But one thing remains, and that is Uzi. God is my Uzi, which means my strength. And Uzi is the Hebrew word for God is my strength. And that's really stuck with me, just how God is my strength. Even when I feel physically weak, mentally weak, when I feel dizzy, when I feel out of sorts, scared, afraid, angry, I keep turning back to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, praying, seeking Him. I definitely need to eat less, work out more, but putting myself as well as my gorgeous wife and our kids in places to worship. We went to a service last Friday, which was really beautiful just to be at. And the preacher was saying how I need to be a better leader, how I need to step up. And it really hit me, how I need to have boundaries around my life. And that also hit me, how this is a time for us to lead as leaders of the church and leaders in general. That really hit me as well. So a lot of thinking, a lot of processing, some resting, more resting needs to happen, more Sabbath needs to happen, perhaps this month, this year, this summer. And just letting go of a ton of things. I need to fix my fence, but just letting it go until the right time. And for me as a 3, letting things go is my worst nightmare. But I find that that's important. I'll close with this. Yesterday, speaking of letting go, we were taking a trip, and so I was getting the rack ready for our car, but we didn't have the right tool, and this one thing didn't work, and we couldn't find the keys to this other thing. But the achiever and the doer in me kept at it, and I was getting upset, and finally I just let it go. Then I got a second wind, and I thought, okay, now I know what to do. I found this, and went at it again, and then I realized, no, I got to let it go. For a 3, an achiever, a dreamer like me, man, that is so hard. I can't say I'm still holding on to it. I've let it go, but it was hard for me to let it go. But I'm glad I did. And perhaps next week I can go at it again and get that thing fixed. That's just a silly example or a mundane example, practical example of letting go. I wonder what we all need to let go of this day, this week, so that you can enjoy the ride, because the truth is that the car didn't need that rack, and we were able to just find other ways to store our luggage and suitcases and whatever. And we got to where we were going without the rack. It's not a big deal. So I wonder if sometimes we need to let go of something. I wonder what that is for you. What do you need to let go of so that you can still enjoy the ride and know that in God's timing you will enjoy life and succeed at life the way you dream of? Thanks so much for listening. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.